Good afternoon, ladies, and thank you for joining us in Far Above Rubies today. I'm so glad that each of you are here. Today we are focusing on the shield of faith from the full armor of God. And your reading challenge is going to be Hebrews chapter 11 today, known as the faith chapter. But if you did not read yesterday's Ephesians 6:10 through 18, start there and read about the full armor of God, okay? We'll talk quickly for a moment or two about what we think faith is and what faith actually is. So to start out, many of us think as Christians that faith is experience. Faith is, I've seen God do it before, and so I believe God can do it again. And we think that's faith. But in reality, what that is trust. It's experience. I can trust that God's going to do it because I've seen him do it before. I saw the sunrise yesterday. I saw the sunrise today, and so I can trust that the sun's going to come up tomorrow. But is that faith? Well, the scripture tells us that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. The evidence of things not seen. That means faith is saying, God, I've never seen you do this before. And I don't have any reason to pray for this, God. You put your situation in that prayer box right now and think about it in your head. God, I don't have any reason to ask you for this because I've never seen you do it before. But I have faith. I have faith that you are able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all that I could ask or even think. That is faith. Knowing that is faith. Standing on that promise is faith. The wildest, biggest, most miraculous thing that you could ever ask God for, that you are even afraid to ask God for because it's so big. God can do better than that. And knowing that, when you grasp that in your heart, that, my friend, is faith. That, my friend, is faith that he is able. He is able. These little things that I can imagine and ask him for, no matter how wild and big they are, he's able to do better than even that. That is having faith. So, are you using your shield of faith? Do you have faith, or do you simply have trust in the Lord? I'll say that again. Do you have faith, or do you simply have trust in the Lord and what you have already seen him do? Are you using your shield of faith? Are you protecting yourself from doubt, from fear, from negativity, from the enemy that comes against your heart and your spiritual walk? Are you protecting yourself with the shield of faith? The enemy will come to you and say, God can't do that. You've gone too far. You have prayed one too many times. You have asked God for one too many things. You have asked him for something that is too big. Back away from the Red Sea. He won't do that. Have you ever seen him open the Red Sea? Don't you think that's what Moses was being told in that moment as he stood on the brink? Have you ever seen him do it before? That's what the enemy will come to you with. And you need to look at him and say, but faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things I have never seen. The evidence of things I have never seen. Not only can you use your shield of faith to protect you, but you can use your shield of faith to protect those around you. If someone around you isn't strong enough, if they don't have faith enough to believe that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you or they can ask or think, you can use that shield of faith to protect them. You can use that shield of faith to cover your home, your family, your pastor's wife, your grandmothers, your mothers, your children, your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, your friends, your coworkers. You can use your shield of faith to cover them. To cover them. You can be an intercessor, and that just means intervening on someone else's behalf in prayer, having faith. Having faith. You can do that. You can use that shield of faith to protect not just you, but those around you. Go and read. I could talk to you about faith for a very long time. God has been so good to me. God has been so good to me. There is nothing that he cannot do. There is nothing that he cannot do. Go read Hebrews chapter 11 and build your faith in that chapter. Make sure you've read Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 through 18 about the full armor of God, okay, if you haven't already. And if no one has told you lately, you are loved, you are cherished, you are valuable, you have an unlimited capacity, my friend, for faith. Faith is the only thing standing between you and greatness, is having that faith in God. You have worth, my friend. Have faith that you have worth, my friend. And that worth